Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I got 3 teams for you for the Hierophant class event. A high-level team, a mid-level team, and a low-level team. And a couple of them are pretty neat and different. Before we get started though, a little housekeeping. Go check the community tab. Go vote on the poll. It's for when we're going to do the Gems of War After Dark. We got like 10 days left in the month. I got to get it done in June. And there's only like 3 days left that I could do the After Dark on. So go vote on that when you could attend an After Dark, a semi-chatathon with no expectations basically. We get freaky. Alright, here's the first team. We got Doomed Axe. We got Fountain of Stars. We got Glitter Claw. I thought his name was Dingleberry, but it's Glitter Claw. And then we got Leprechaun, of course. I was just trying to make a Fountain of Stars team. I mean, it's like almost a double convert. It's a mythic. It doesn't get utilized very often. I thought it was kind of cool to try to use. And it ended up being pretty cool. I mean, look at all those skulls. So it turns brown into skull, and it turns 5 green gems into purple potions. And that's where it kind of falls a little bit short. I mean, if it turned all green into purple potions, that would be just too good. So it only turns 5, so sometimes it won't get like a match and it won't set off the purple potions. But it's fine, it's fine. Just wait until it has alignment with brown to skull, and you'll be okay. But the idea here is cast that Leprechaun, which gets up the Glitter Claw. The Glitter Claw turns blue to green. That will get up both your Glitter Claw and your Leprechaun again. Then you cast Leprechaun again. That'll get up your Doomed Axe and your Fountain of Stars, most likely. Then you're just looking for alignment. Do you have brown to skull? Do you have purple to skull? What do you got? Cast whatever you got. Hopefully you got the Fountain of Stars. You cast that. It changes brown into skull. You get a bunch of skull damage. It also makes those purple potions. Then either it sets them off and makes a ton of purple for the Doomed Axe to then convert into Doom Skulls, or you just match them and makes a bunch of purple for the Doomed Axe to then turn into Doom Skulls and do AoE damage to the entire enemy team. So that's the idea. Give it a shot. Give it a try. It's fun. It's different than this team here, which is what most people are going to use as the mid-level team, the Queen Titania. If you just don't want to mess around with the class event, the Hierophant class event, I mean, could you say, like, if you look up boring in the dictionary, it'd probably be, like, Hierophant class event. So, I get it. I totally understand. If you just want to do something that's quick, that's the best, go with Queen Titania. So, we got Fairy Ring, Queen Titania, Leprechaun, King Aberon. So, the Fairy Ring does purple and green based on Fey allies, plus some damage. And then we got Queen Titania, who's the star of the show. She has extra stats this week, 20% extra stats. So she's going to be hitting really hard all enemies. If there's extra red, if there's 13 or more red on the board, she gets an extra turn. You got Leprechaun, of course, exploding, getting your team up real quick. You got King Aberon. Everybody has a 50% start. So should go like you cast the Leprechaun, you cast the Queen Titania, she gets an extra turn, and then maybe the Fairy Ring gets her back up, she casts her again, and then you win. Or you finish them off with the Fairy Ring. You won't need to cast her more than twice, max. And if you need that Fairy Ring, it can finish stuff off. King Aberon can also give you an enchant and all that stuff. You got Leprechaun blowing stuff up. It should be cool. Like, cast the Queen Titania a couple times, and you're good to go. It's kind of similar to the World Event. Like, sometimes that happens. You can just take your World Event team and plug it into the class event. That's just like me teaching you to fish instead of just, like, giving you the fish. Check on that every week. Before you see my video or something, if you take your World Event team and you plug it into the class event and it works, you probably can just use that. But yeah, Fairy Ring, you could use other weapons, of course. You don't have to use that. It's just the one I picked. And then Queen Titania's doing the bulk of the work. Leprechaun should be on almost every team for this event. So throw the Leprechaun on there and then go from there. Queen Titania's probably a really good choice as well. King Aberon can 50% start everything. And then whatever weapon you want to go with. Fairy Ring's what I went with, because purple and green, and my team needed that. All right, here's the low-level team. This one was different and tricky as well. It's actually literally tricky because I'm using the Trickster Shot. Trickster Shot is available in the Soul Forge right now. It's similar to Mang, except for it takes their armor and converts it to magic, and then the next time it shoots, it does like one shot pretty much. So it takes the enemy's armor, gives it to the bow, but with magic instead of like with Mang, it takes their armor, gives it to your attack, and then you hit harder with skulls. Well, the bow takes their armor, gives it to magic, and now you're hitting harder with the bow. So it's pretty cool. I got Summer's Night there to cover more colors, to be our tank. It can hit Deathmark gems. It could take skulls. We're using Archer class. We got a bunch of Hunter's Marks. So go ahead and take those skulls with that Summer's Night, who's gaining attack, who's gaining a barrier, who can destroy a row, who can hit those Deathmark gems. We got Florian just because there was nothing else that wasn't mythic or legendary. This is the low-level team, so no mythics, no legendary. Florian was like the only thing. It's using brown. It's covering another color. It can drain their mana and make green on the board based on how much mana it drains, which is good because our team uses green. Leprechaun and Trickster Shot use green. And of course, Leprechaun Empowered Exploder gets everybody up. You cast a Leprechaun, you cast a Trickster Shot, drain, hit whoever has the most armor so you can get a bunch of magic. Then next time, do it again, one shot. Do it again, one shot. All the while, Summer's Night, taking skulls or whatever, getting barrier. You should be good to go. But yeah, that's my ideas for the class event. Trickster Shot, Queen Titania, and Fountain of Stars. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Get on my channel, comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.